Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Joe. Welcome back to SNES is Life. Tonight we're going to be playing Pinball Fantasies by GameTech. I am a big fan of pinball. I like pinball games. I own a pinball machine. I always love playing them. I'm not particularly great at them, but I do have a good time. I think anybody can really appreciate a good pinball. I think it takes a lot of skill and a lot of effort to get good at the pinball. And especially, I mean, it's game by game basis, but I think it's totally worth doing. Lord Goober, what's going on, buddy? Zug zug, naku tak tak. How are you tonight, man? Taking a look at the cover of this one, I kind of like the cover art here. It's kind of, well, I don't know. And we got a clown, we got some race cars, we got the clear pop bumpers, the flippers, a silver ball, kind of like in 3 as though it's in motion. I'm not sure what's with the wavy green background, but it gets a point. It gets a point across. We're looking at pinball here. We're looking at pinball. It's a nice, colorful cover. I dig the artwork. It's good. Always love playing Medieval Madness. Trolls rule the universe. You broke me there. Sorry. Back of the box. Let's take a look at the back of the box here. Over here. Consider yourself a pinball wizard. Think you have what it takes to flip scoreboards. Pinball Fantasies features full screen table scrolling, authentic ball movement, variable angle, dot matrix animations, tilt, great sound and music, 4 unique tables. So we get 4 tables here, and let's take a look over on the right. We got Stones and Bones, which is a death-themed table. We got the top right table, doesn't have a name that I can read there, but it's clearly racing-themed. The bottom left is Party Land, looks like a carnival. And then the bottom right is I can't really tell. I think that looks like a clown, I guess, behind a spinny wheel. Now, none of these strike me as looking particularly good. And I can actually speak to that because I played this game as a kid. I've played all the pinball games available for the Super Nintendo. And frankly, the only one worth a shit is Jockey Crush. So there's that much. We know that going in. We're going to take a quick blast through the manual here. Not a lot. Well, I say not a lot to it. This is your controls. It's real basic. And then it does go through the 4 different games and all their scoring methods, which is super important if you want to actually get good at playing a game. Now, I haven't read through these because we're not going to put enough time into it to give it tonight. But you get the idea. It's a lot of words and a few screenshots to highlight the score areas. But frankly, we're not going to need that. We're not going to need it. We're not going to care. Goober, I have a question. When you logged in, did it pre-roll ads on you? Because I'm trying to change my ad setup. I tried to get rid of pre-roll ads and set it to every like 30 minutes. I'm on Turbo. I get no ads. Well, that's just fine. Joe Skull subscribed with his Prime Gaming membership. Thanks, Joe Skull. I assume you're actually there, but I don't know that. So let's see, we got Party Land, Speed Devils, $1 Billion Game Show, and Stones and Bones. Sound effects are the small sounds you hear. No shit. Music. Play games with 3 or 5. We're going to go 5 balls. Small angle of tilt for an easy game, or a large angle of tilt for a hard game. Wow, that's it. You get low angle or high angle. Well, shit, I guess we'll just play the traditional setup. What's going on, Joey? How are you tonight? Alright, we're going to start out with Party Land. Pinball Fantasies! Party Land! Puke! The Puko whirl up there. The real simulator, it says. I don't believe this is the real simulator. The real simulator was that good old, oh, shit. I can't remember what the name was, but it came on, like, every copy of Windows 95. And it was the one with the android, like, the robot guy in it. Incredibly bored, having a day to myself while I don't do anything while relaxing is incredibly boring. Trust me, you will learn to appreciate that the older you get, Joe. It's really nice the older you get. Space Cadet. I don't know if it was called Space Cadet or not. Here we go. One pair. Awesome. First ball down already. Shoot again. Is that a gimme ball, basically? God. Alright, so we can change the set lights. Shoot the ducks first. Like, I can't seem to hit the ducks. There, I hit a duck. Damn it. Getting sick. We're getting sick, it says. Looked it up. I was actually right on my own guess. Inconceivable. Good job, Goob. Wasn't there a set of those as well? It was like the Android, and I think there was a race one in there as well. Jesus. Just right down the fucking middle. Rude. Music's nothing to write home about here. Oh, I just realized I had a flipper up there. Yeah, not realistic ball physics, y'all. Not at all. Also, the flipper action sucks. Fucking right down the middle again. Rude. This game was like, screw you, dude. You know, my real pinball machine's like this, though. It has this habit of just draining your ball straight down. And you don't get any chance to do a damn thing about it. Alright, we're gonna try this table again. Right down the fucking middle. Yeah, even the game's like, nah, that doesn't count, dude. I think it froze. It would appear to have frozen. Okay. So we're going to change my emulation core, I guess, on that one. Let's see. Core for this ROM, we're going to drop it down to the 2010. Try that. Sometimes the settings have to be changed. Maybe that's why it didn't feel good. Maybe that's why the flippers felt funny. Probably not, but you never know. I'll give it a chance as an excuse. Again, right down the damn side, dude. Thing. Like, just shoot again, please. Like, we get it. Our game's kind of rough and it's rude. Jesus Christ. This table blows. I'm guessing that the others honestly aren't going to be a lot better. Like, it just keeps giving it to me. It's like, look, man, we get it. Like, if you can't actually hit the damn ball, it shouldn't count. I shot some ducks. It wants all three lit up, I guess. There you go. All three ducks are lit up. some serious corner actions there. Hey, at least I got some points that time, huh? This music isn't great. Although I've heard some pretty unimpressive music out of pinball machines. Especially the older ones. Which, to be fair, I mean, like, what do you expect out of an ancient machine? Ah. What have you been playing lately, Joey? Goober? Anything interesting? Hey! 4 million, that's a good score, right? Probably not on the high score racket, but... Let's see the high scores on this. No, not the real simulator, really. High score. 50 million is the high score. Nope. Yep, we're gonna quit out. We're gonna try a different table. Let's move on to the next one here. What do we got? Speed Devils, it says. Alright, I like the dashboard theme. Off-road. The burr. Gears first. Placement. Oh, damn it. I was actually doing pretty well there. Hey, multi-bonus. Nice, let's just keep it up there. Hit them pop bumpers. Yeah, good point rack up. Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't think this ball physics is shit. Frankly. Also, that gap is really big in the middle. Rude. $830,000. Didn't even break 1,000,000. Wonder what the high scores are on this one. Probably the same as the last, like 500 million or something. You'd have to, I think, put in a lot of time to get good at this. And even then, I'm not sure you can. I think it takes a lot more. My God. 1,000,000,000? Yeah, no chance. I think this game is almost certainly to depend more on luck than anything else. Rubik's, what's going on, buddy? Ball go down the hole. You're damn right it did. Yeah, just sit in there, pop bumper for a while. Give me some damn points. Yeah. I knew this going in that this was not a great pinball game, but it doesn't stop me from being disappointed in the ball physics, that's for sure. Look at that shit right down the fucking middle. Can't do anything about it. I mean, I guess I could try to shake the table a little more, but boo. It's hard when you can't see the entire pinball machine. Agreed. It is. It doesn't help much. I mean, that's always an issue with video pinball, frankly. Is not being able to see the whole thing. Hey, at least I broke 1,000,000 points that time. Yeah. There's a few decent pinball games out now. The Pinball FX series is pretty good. They've got it's available on the Switch, and the thing I like about the Switch is in handheld mode you can actually turn the Switch long way and play it like that, which feels a lot better than playing it scrolling. Alright, we put 2 plays on that. Let's go ahead and get 2 plays on the next table here. $1 billion game show. So what are you up to, Rubik's? What is it? 8 here, so just almost dinner time over there for you, maybe? Falling Down. That's a great movie. If you've never seen the movie Falling Down, I highly recommend it. Cash pot. Yeah, this is no realistic ball physics, dude. This thing just fucking goes where it wants to go. It's awful. And I'm not a programmer. Ball physics, I assume, are difficult to do. But I've played the Crush games, and they got it right. So, right down the goddamn middle. Just rude. Shoot again. That's the sorry. Try this because our game's not great. Ooh, look out. Hey, 3 million. I'm sure the high scores are again like 500 million or something, you know. Alright, let's try this again. I almost said at the beginning that I liked this more than the last two tables, but then it kind of got wonky on me. I have no idea how that flipper up there held the ball. Because it definitely doesn't feel like it should have. That felt like my fault. I like that it keeps the skill shot lit for me. That's always nice. Not every game does that for you. Hey, I got the skill shot. And right back down the gutter. 4 million. Yeah, that's a pretty good score. Still not going to be any kind of top score, but it's a score. Alright, let's give this last table a whirl, shall we? Stones and bones, it says. Certainly the most interesting as far as all the ramps and shit are concerned. Oh, I'd been doing pretty good there. Boo. I ain't lying, down the drain. Shit went straight down. This does not have realistic ball physics. It touches like one thing and like shoots. It acknowledges when it screws you. I was like, down the drain. It's like, you didn't have a chance. There was no way to save that. I don't know. After this, maybe what we'll do is we'll turn it to a lower angle. See if that helps us out at all. 3 million. It's not bad for a first shot. Ah! that's rude. At least the last table, every time it did that, it was like, yeah, you get another shot. Like, we get that we screwed you on this one. Shoot again. I do like that on your last ball, all the tables give you a slot machine attempt at getting another shot, which I totally wasted right there. Yeah. Broke a million, but didn't break the last score. Alright. It's been 30 minutes. I thought the ad thing was supposed to roll at this point, or by now. Let's take a look at something, I guess. Well, I don't rightly know. Oh, there it is. Ad's supposed to kick on in 3 minutes. That's longer than the 30-minute timer that I have set, so I have no idea when it started counting, I guess. That's alright. Alright, let's see. Let's change it to a lower angle of attack here, and we'll start back at the beginning table and see if it gets any difference. Shankus! What's going on, buddy? Play a good game? Not particularly. You? Have you played a good game? Oh, it's definitely a much slower ball on the lower angle. And it didn't matter. It still just shitty bounced right over that wall into the gutter lane. Plenty? You've played plenty of good games, Shankus? What's the most recent good game that you've played? Please, indulge me. Do the sky ride. Fucking right down the middle. Portrait of Ruin. I don't think I played Portrait of Ruin. Is that one of the DS ones? You've been playing through those, ain't you? That upper flipper there is just kind of shitty. Finish all the games in the Dominus collection. Nice job. Already? That was fast. You must have found them entertaining to have dedicated the time to have beat them all already. Which one was your favorite? And why was it your favorite? And why was it the Haunted Castle? Have you played through the Haunted Castle one yet? The arcade one? I think they remade or they remastered it for this set, didn't they? Which is good because the actual arcade game is fucking ridiculously hard and does not play particularly well. I did, plus I've been off for work. It's right on. This Haunted Castle is really fun. Did they fix it? Is the fixed version of it actually good? Because I've played the actual arcade version of it and it's not great. It controls like shit. Right on. It's not as, I assume it's probably not as stiff. Check something here. I must say, I'm a little confused. On how this new ad thing I have is supposed to be working. Doesn't make a tremendous amount of sense. Nah, whatever, I guess. Alright, let's see. Let's try a next table on the slow setting. See if one of these becomes, like, tolerably playable and decent. Look at that, I got a multiplier bonus. That doesn't happen much. Oh, what the hell? Like hit a couple pop bumpers and then just went straight through them. Whoop. Nah, that was my own fault right there. Damn it. Ah, fudge. awful. It really seems strange to me that the SNES couldn't produce a decent pinball game. Like, 'cause I know there are decent pinball games out there, and they're just not on this system. It's unfortunate. I would like them to be. I would like it to be better. See if we can get somewhere on this table this time. Yeah, it always breaks left. Hey, the TV is lit, it says. Cash pod. Money Mania. I wasn't sure it was actually going to get over that hump. Oh, come on. Boo. Still, 300,000 feels like a pretty decent score off the first hit. The playing at the lower angle definitely makes it feel like the ball isn't quite as haphazard. Like, it's definitely still not a normal ball, but it's better than on the high angle where it barely touches something and just shoots across the whole damn place. Sonic Spinball. You know what? I beat Sonic Spinball, I think, last year. And that's underrated. People give that game shit, but it ain't bad, man. It's not amazing, but it isn't bad. You want the best pinball, video pinball games. Space Cadet Android on, like, Windows 95. Alien Crush and... Shit, what was it? Alien Crush and Devil's Crush on the TurboGrafx 16 or the PC Engine, whatever you want to call it. Holy shit, I got a high score. Didn't think it would ever happen. And then those got a re-release on the Sega Genesis as Dragons. I think Dragon's Crush and then Dragon's Revenge. Those are really good. Sorry, I got Devil's Crush got re-released as Dragon's Fury. That's what it was. And then it got a sequel, Dragon's Revenge. The Genesis also has Sonic Spinball, which isn't terrible. And it has one called Virtual Pinball, which me and my buddy Chris growing up, we played the shit out of. Because in that one, you could play, or you could create your own pinball tables. It had all these different, like, sets of stuff you could use. And sure, it wasn't amazing, but it was fun. And fun is an important key. And then Super Nintendo did get Jockey Crush, which is not awful. It's not as good as, like, Alien and Devil's Crush on the 16, the TurboGrafx. But it's, you know, a lot better than the rest of the fucking offerings on the Super Nintendo, that's for sure. And then, of course, you get modern day ones. All the Pinball FX games are pretty good. The Sony has one called Pinball Heroes, I think. I have it on my Vita, and kind of like Pinball FX on the Switch, you can set it to play the Vita in a vertical mode, and it makes it, you know, feel a little bit better. But those games, and they're simple tables. They're more designed off like the old Bally tables and stuff from like the 60s and 70s. So they're not like hyper crazy, but they're solid. They play well, which is, you know, a big deal. But other than that, man, just video pinball has always been very kind of hit and miss. Whoa. But yeah, any of those pinball games, I recommend looking up. Anything else, let it go. So I think I've played Pinball Dreams on the Super Nintendo already, and it was very similar to this. Not great, and I think there's even a third one of these. I can't remember, but I swear there's a third one that's also not great. They're all to be avoided. Aw, horse shit. I was robbed, y'all. It's never gonna go down that right bank. I just don't think it's possible. I think it's a table issue, a programming issue. Hey, another high score. Damn. Does that give me 2 high scores on this game? I kind of want to watch now. Pinball Fantasies, Real Simulator, not so much. Let's look at the high scores here. Annie, DDP, CJ, Joe. I got the bottom high score. That's alright. It's something. I'll take it. Let's move on to this last table here and give it a shot on easy with a low angle. Pinball. Oh, come on. I only had 2 more of the drop targets to hit there. Robbery. Let's save the drop targets I did have down. Not that it's going to let me get those other 2 over there that are kind of hidden. Ooh, you son of a bitch. Got a couple Neo Geo CD games. What'd you get? Anything good? Last Blade 2. Not familiar with it. But generally anything Neo Geo is pretty solid. Hey, I got one of the other drops over there. Leaves only 1 to get. King of Fighters 99. I mean, hard to go wrong with King of Fighters games. Those are all pretty decent. What's your favorite Neo Geo game, Shankus? You got one? Metal Slug's a damn good one. What do you want? He want too much for it? You didn't pick it up? Or you already have Slug? Holy shit. Yeah, 700 is a little rich. That might be what they go for. I'm very unfamiliar with the price structure of the Neo Geo libraries. Other than they are all generally expensive regardless. $350 over. Gee, yeah, that's way high. What the hell's the dude thinking? That's what. Ah, fucking, I hate people like that, dude. That's what eBay says. I had an argument with the dude at the pawn shop not that long ago. I went in, he had Herzog Zwei for Sega Genesis. And he had $40 on it. And I'm like, look, I think $40 is a little high. I said, you know, that's roughly, I guess, going eBay price. And he's like, well, if that's what's going on eBay, that's what I should get. And I'm like, no. I'm like, first off, eBay is going to take like 8% of your profit anyway. I said, then you got to pack and ship and mail the damn thing. I said, if I wanted to pay $40, I'd just buy it off of fucking eBay. You know, I'm not going around to pawn shops looking to pay eBay prices. If I was, I'd just buy the damn thing there. You know, I'll give you $30 for it. No. Okay, well, whatever, dude. You're not going to get much of my business then if you're not willing to do something for me here. I just don't, you know, you're a pawn shop. It's not like it's a retro game store that I can understand needs to up their price a little bit. Like, he probably paid someone like 50 cents for that game. You know, he can piss off. Right, yeah, I don't, yeah. People bug me about that shit. You get that at the garage sales, too. I offered a lady $5 for a NES Zapper gun one day, and she's like, it's worth at least $20 on eBay. Well, fucking put it on eBay then, you old crone. Fucking, it's a garage sale. Like, I'm not paying you $20 for a fucking NES Zapper. One of the most common controllers ever. Like, get out of here with your nonsense. Oof. Kind of started to get me worked up there. Nothing grinds my ass more than somebody trying to overcharge for some shit. game bonuses. People are for second hand, but they don't know how to. Yeah, they do. That's right. Like you gotta look at sold. You gotta look at sold auctions. He had I think Strider for the Sega Genesis too, and he had $40 on it. I'm like, $40 is what it goes for CIB, homie. Like, you're not getting $40 for a loose cart, and the label wasn't in great shape either. And I was just like, nah. So, and what's too bad is he's a newer pawn shop too. So. For your CIB for the sequel too. Yeah, I'm just like, but he's a newer guy in town, so I'd like to give him business, but just with that attitude, it's not gonna happen. I just got that today. Sweet, right on. I have not played the sequel, Strider. I've only played the first one. All right, I think that about cuts us for our hour here. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what. We're gonna work out another 7 minutes and, well, probably like 8.5 minutes here. I got another ad roll, should run in about 7 minutes. And if I run 2 ads through the stream, I get 55% share instead of 30% share. I'm trying to make Twitch work for me just a little bit. Trying is the key word there. You know, I never got into this with the concept of, oh, I'm gonna make money off of it, but it'd be nice to get a little bit out of it. Wow, just F me right there, twice in a row. Just, sorry, buddy, you're out. Does it look like that middle pin is off to the right? I don't think. Poorly designed game. The tower is open. Whoa. God damn. I finally light those top 3 rollovers and fucking drain it right after. I don't even want to get the extra ball. But it gives it to me anyway. Shoot again, player 1. Whee! Way over. Or not. Alright, so yeah, this table's not even bad. I did finally get 2 high scores. They were both on the $1 billion TV show table. The rest of it, not so great. Let's talk review here. Overall, the game's got some decent color. Like, it's attractive in the fact that it looks interesting, vividly interesting. But none of the graphics stand out as being exceptional. You know, when you compare it to anything like the Crush games, which are all, I think, very interesting looking. This is pretty bland and boring. Kind of like Pinball Dreams, which I've already played. You know, I like the idea that they put the little dot matrix screen at the bottom and there's little animations on it and stuff like that. But overall, it just doesn't look particularly special to me. Sound and music. Well, the sound is about what you expect as far as the bumpers and the bounces and the doings and dings. The music isn't great. It leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, it gets repetitive. All pinball music does get repetitive, but it's just not that interesting to listen to start with, let alone on repeated play. The gameplay is where it falls down, of course. A video pinball game has to be built on a good physics engine, and the physics engine in this game just kind of sucks. Like, the ball barely touches something, it shoots across the screen, but then it touches something and doesn't hardly move. That center pin between those flippers, I am convinced, is offset, and that gap is significantly larger than it need be. The ramps are jacked up. Like, you see where it kind of gets like halfway up a ramp and then it just like, oh, we'll give it to you, and then suddenly it just finishes its traversal, even though it clearly wasn't gonna, you know? That's a thing. I played it for an hour here, and I'm not upset that I played it for an hour, but there are definitely better pinball games to play. I think when I played Pinball Dreams, it was actually worse than this. I think I quit it after about half an hour, and I ended up just playing like Alien Crush for the next half hour because I was like, I want to play a decent pinball game, and that was not it. And there are certainly better options out here. This is going to get a hard thumbs down. Like, it's not worth it. Don't don't look for it. Don't play it. Certainly, God, don't buy it unless you're trying to get a full collection of the Super Nintendo library. In which case, you're crazy anyway, so then go ahead, get it, I guess. You know, that's an on you thing. We got, yeah, a definite thumbs down. I bet you this game's dirt cheap, too. We're going to look that up real quick just for fun. Let's see, SNES, Pinball Fantasies, price starting. I'm betting this game's like $5 loose. Any more than that, it's a robbery. $15 loose, that's a robbery. Don't ever pay $15 for this game. I wouldn't pay $5 for it, frankly. Like I think my copy of Legends of Zelda: A Link to the Past I paid $8 for. You know, $8 is a hell of a good price for Legends of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I would surely never pay $15 for this shit. Like, you're just out of your mind on that front. Whoop, man down. What we got coming up here is a minute and a half from now we have an ad roll. We're gonna let that ad roll run, and then we're gonna call it a night. So did it save my high score from earlier? I wonder if this cartridge had a battery save to save your high scores. I bet it didn't. It wouldn't surprise me if it didn't. Which feels like a real miss. High scores. Let's see, I had the 5th high score on here. So, Annie, DDP, CJ, Joe. I had the 4th high score. Alright, so the 4th isn't... It did save it at least from table to table. Of course, I haven't reset the game or anything. Hey, skill shot. And we should be on ad. I wouldn't pay you to buy this game. That ad. It says it's running an ad. I assume it's running an ad. I suppose there's a way to check that. As we learn that I'm still not skilled at any of the shit. Oh, this head. Yes, this ad. I just had to mention it. I have no idea how it decides to run any of this shit, frankly. I don't get the AdSense function for Twitch. I probably never will. Alright, that's going to be it, guys. I appreciate you coming in here. Shankus, Lord Goober, Joe Skull, Rubik's. Thank you guys very much for coming in and hanging out tonight. I appreciate you as always. Pinball Fantasies is a hard thumbs down. Do not get, play, or like this game. Let's see. Today was what? Sunday. So Wednesday night we got coming. Let's see. We got Rise of the Phoenix, Spider-Man, Super Bases Loaded, Top Gear 3000. Let's do some Spider-Man. We'll do This is Spider-Man based on the animated series from the mid-90s. We'll do that on Wednesday night. And that'll be what we're looking forward to. So, alright guys, we'll see you later. Have a good one. Appreciate it, everybody. And watch this on YouTube or VOD. Appreciate you guys too. Thank you very much. Have a good night.